Well, hello, everybody. Welcome back. Happy Tuesday. Oh my God, where am I? Right? Where am I? Why do I have fish behind me and who knows what? I'm actually at my other office where I actually work all the travel stuff. And yes, my husband Martin has taken over the wall. That is his wall of all sorts of fish and things that he likes. So this is not our backdrop. I'm just on the other side of the house doing the show today. I figured might as well do it at my office because I don't have a backdrop over there yet. And maybe bring you someplace new. So welcome everybody. I'm super excited and cold in the state of Florida and just coming out to you guys live. Hopefully, you guys are bundled up. I know that Jen and Donnell are cold up there in Pennsylvania. And guys, you're not going to believe it actually snowed. Well, it flurried here in Florida. We were like in the 10s or 12, something like that. It was crazy. Like we're in Florida. This is the sunshine state. It's not supposed to be this cold. But you know what? I have not left my house, so I really don't know how cold it is outside. I know it is cold because I could feel the windows, coming in the coldness a little bit. So it is crazy here in the state of Florida. But welcome in. Happy to have you guys here on a Tuesday show. And let's just welcome everybody. Welcome in, Miss Donnell and Jen. Thank you guys so much for being here today. Mr. Harlan, welcome in. The Queen of Disney is here with us. And there's a whole bunch of other people that are never comment. Welcome in, guys. If you guys are new, welcome into our show. If you guys are here for a long time, just welcome back. My name is Jackie, and I am from Travel Adventures. I am a travel advisor here. So yes, I do all things travel, and we have a live stream about travel. This live stream is actually called Beyond the Gangway. There's going to be a new intro. And thank you, Donnell, that you love the intro. But there's a new one coming out for you guys soon. We're working on that. It's just been crazy over here. But today, guys, we have a really cool topic. We're going to be talking about the best ports of calls. So, yes, Donnell, can you believe it? Flurries in Florida. There's actually people that actually did some shorts or whatever, Instagram, and it was snowing like in Lakeland, like maybe 25 minutes from where I live. It didn't snow over here, but I didn't go outside either to verify that kind of stuff because I'm not going out there. I was actually raised in Chicago, for those of you that don't know that. And when I used to live over there, it was really cold and I was used to it. But I've been here almost 30 years, so that cold is no good for me. I don't know about how you guys do it. The Port of Everglades, Castaway, and Lookout is my favorite. Oh, well, let's see if that's going to be on the breakdown today. Welcome in, Mr. Dave. Thank you so much for being here with us today. Guys, it has just been a fantastic weekend. It's only Tuesday. Tomorrow we have our show back in across the way, but we're going to talk about that later on. Halifax is good port of call and also like Portland, Maine. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to start the show and tell you all about the different ports of calls that I found from the top to the top. Well, we're going to go from the bottom up, from the lowest to the highest. And these are supposed to be the best ports of calls. But I'm going to give you some homework. While we're doing the show, I want you guys to do what Harlan just did. Put what is your best port of call and what is your not really good port of call that you have been to. I could name a couple of some port of calls that I will say, if we stop, I ain't getting off the ship, because sometimes, you got to stop there because you want to go someplace else and you really got to stop there. So I don't get off the ship. Wait a minute, hold on. I hate living somewhere where my face hurts from the cold. Tell me about it. I used to live in Chicago and those winds were crazy, Donnell. That thing, you could feel like if it was needles cutting you, like, nope. And I went to school and it was crazy. I remember going, when I was in high school, going to ROTC in the morning, and it was just crazy waking up at 5 something in the morning. And as soon as you get off the house, you feel like pins and needles on your face. So it was just insane. But yeah, guys, let's talk about the port of calls. Let's see if you guys, I gathered some information for you guys. So I gathered different places where we can find this information. And we are going to stop by we're going to start for the first 10 that I found on this site. As coming in at number 10, we have Roatan, Honduras. I don't know how many of you guys have been to Roatan, Honduras. But yeah, she came in at number 10. According to this website, I guess they submitted I guess a survey, you can say, and they had 4,383 votes for the best port of call. And this is from the Members' Choice Award for the best cruise port. So you could actually find this online. And I actually been to Roatan, Honduras. And if you've never been to Roatan, it is a very nice place to go. You can actually pet some sloths. They used to actually let you carry them, but for some weird reason, now that you can't. So sorry to you guys that if you're going to Roatan and you don't get to pet a sloth, it's because they change, their procedures of how to handle them. But when I went, we actually got to pet some, and I actually got some pictures. I should have just had some pictures ready for you guys so you guys can see us with some sloth. I remember Sophie was little because Sophie was like maybe 11 or 12 when we went to Roatan. So yeah, so Roatan is one of those places where you can actually go and pet the sloth. And I think they also have the little monkeys there, which you can actually go and have a really cool time with the little monkeys there. Now, coming at number 1, when I looked at this, guys, this is one of my favorite ports of calls, but it's my favorite. Well, one of them. And it came in at number 9. It's Aruba, guys. Have you guys ever been to Aruba? Aruba got 4,390 votes. If you guys never been to Aruba, one of the coolest things that I can give you guys that I actually did was the natural pool. You might be asking, what is a natural pool? I've never heard of it. And if some of you did, in order to get to this natural pool, you either have to go 2 ways, either by excursion or you have to rent a Jeep, because not a regular car can make it over there because it's very rocky as you're going up the mountain, well, the little whatever mountain that they have over there, and then bringing you back down. It is a really cool excursion. It's called the natural pool. The only thing that I will say, guys, if you ever do the natural pool, make sure I wore the bathing suit and some shorts, but make sure you wear something, maybe some long leggings, because the rocks are very sharp. And as you're getting out of the natural pool, you have to think about it. This natural pool is inside of the ocean. So you have the waves and things like that coming in. So keep that in mind. You don't want to get scratched, because I got scratched. My legs got scratched trying to get off. I'm just giving you this information so it don't happen to you guys. We got to give you guys all this information to make sure that that you guys, whenever you guys are going over there, you don't go through the same things that we have to go through, right? That's the whole point of having these types of shows. So that one is number 9. Another cool thing to do is the best 10 of Aruba. If you've never seen Aruba, the best 10 is really good. Now, if you want to do it on your own, I suggest to go and visit Palm Beach. Palm Beach, if you have been to South Beach, it's kind of like the same, not to the extent of Miami, but it's really nice. They have some really cool food. They have a really good entertainment in the evenings. And if you're going to stay there in the night, it's amazing. But if you're actually going on a vacation to Aruba and you're going to stay there for a few days, definitely Palm Beach is a must see. So keep that in mind whenever you're traveling. Number 8, Bonaire. Weirdly so, guys, I've actually been to the A and C, but I've never been to the B. Whenever you say, oh, I'm going to go to the ABC Islands, I've never been to Bonaire. Bonaire came in at number 8 with 4,391 votes. So for those of you that have been to Bonaire, you might put it on the comments. I have no information on Bonaire, never been, and I don't know when would I be going to Bonaire. in order for me to do that, I will have to take a Southern Caribbean cruise that stops in at the ABC Island, and Bonaire being one of them. So if you guys have been to Bonaire, you want to share with the community your thoughts, put them in the comments. That'll be great for everybody. All right. So coming in at number 7, I've never been here. I had it booked for this year. We had to cancel it. And we're thinking it might not happen in 2027, but Juneau, Alaska, guys. Juneau, Alaska came in at number 7 with 4,394 votes. Now, I've heard from a lot of my clients that Juneau is super pretty, is a must-see place to see. There's a lot of great places to visit, and you can really kind of like take it all in. They say that the air that you breathe in Alaska is amazing. Like I said, I have never been. If you have been and you want to drop some comments for the community, please do so. And at least I'll learn something new from you guys today. Look at Donnell. She says, I have never been. I have never been to Bonaire either. Not many I haven't been to, right? I know it's weird because I've been to the A and C, but I've never done the Bonaire part. It's weird. Which Alaska cruise were you going on? Well, actually, I have booked on Anthem of the Seas on June of this year. I think it was June 1st of this year. And I ended up having to cancel that because my daughter's getting married and she was going with me. But it doesn't look like 2027 is going to be the year for us either. And in 2028, this girl over here is going to Athens, Greece. So it ain't going to happen in 28. So I don't know. We have to see. We have to see what we're going to do with this Alaska situation. Because I was really looking forward to going to Alaska this year because I had other stuff planned for the rest of the years. But, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We can't complain. At least we're having a wedding this year. So that's a really cool thing. Now, coming in at number 6 is one of my favorite ports to visit. I actually did the Flying Dutchman here. And if you're wondering, what is the Flying Dutchman? It is an actual, it's kind of like it's like a zip line, but you're sitting down and you're coming down from the top of the Maho Beach mountain all the way down to the bottom. So this is what is everybody calls it as Phillipsburg, St. Martin. And this is a really good port. This port, the Members' Choice Award, actually voted 4,408 people actually like this port. So that's a really cool thing because St. Martin has a lot to offer. If you don't want to take an excursion, you really don't have to take an excursion there because you're like down the street from downtown. You can actually walk and even get cheese and all of that stuff there. And it's fairly easy to walk going back and forth from downtown St. Martin and back. Now there's Maho Beach, if you've never been, and it's something that you've never done. What I suggest is either you take a taxi or an excursion that can take you to Maho Beach. And this is a one-of-a-kind kind of an excursion because it's right next to the airport and you can pretty much take a picture like if you were almost touching the wheels of the airplane. I do have some pictures, I think, on my Facebook, and I do have some stuff on Shorts, and also there's some vlogs of St. Martin's because we've been there quite a bit of time. And it's just an amazing place to go. The food is really good. The people is amazing. And then you have the Dutch and the French and all of that stuff. And it's really, really cool. The only thing that they are doing a little bit different that I really don't suggest you guys do is the 10 best of St. Martin. It's completely different than what it was when I first went there to visit, to be honest with you. I love going to Marigot. And when I went with Martin, because he's never been to St. Martin, and we went one time, when we got there, we were only there like for about 15 minutes. And it was really not worth the time because Marigot, which is in the downtown area, is very pretty, very touristic area to be. They have a lot of little vendors. There's even like a French bakery there. It's really, really nice. So if you ever go, just keep in mind that the best of St. Martin might not be the best for you. Maybe do something completely different on that port of call. Now, going on number 5, And 4,415 people voted for this one. Is Ketchikan, Alaska. Guys, like I said, I've never been to Alaska. If you guys have been, put it on the comments. I do know from a lot of my clients that do go to Alaska on a yearly basis that Ketchikan is a very nice place to go. I think that I don't know if it's Juneau or Ketchikan or maybe Skagway. There's a helicopter ride where it takes you to the glacier, and they said it's really really nice. It's a little bit on the expense. I think it's like 600 something dollars, but it says it's a one in a lifetime kind of thing to do. So maybe one day, if we decide to one day go to Alaska, maybe we'll do something like that to bring it to you guys and see, what the whole hype is all about. Like I said, I've never been to Alaska, so I really have very little other than what I've heard from my clients to do. Look at Samara. She's over there ouching. What are you ouching about? The price? Is it cold in Canada, Samara? Coming in at number 4 is the Glacier Bay, Alaska. I've heard so many great things about this place. A lot of people love it. They say it's something very majestic to see. That the ice and all of that is very, like the colors of the ice is sometimes when you're there as the ship is turning around and, showing everybody, the glaciers and all of that. They said that sometimes the glacier do fall off and you hear like the whole thing. They do have some type of tender boats that pick you up from the ship and take you closer to the glaciers. Well, this one came down as number 4, this place. And the voting was 4,422 votes and made it to the number 4. How many of you guys have been to Alaska and have been to Glacier Bay? I know that Margot, she works with me and she lives in Alaska. I wish Margot was here. She could probably give us some more deets on Alaska, because she knows Alaska like the palm of her hand. Let's see. Even Donnell says nothing like Glacier. I know that that I have heard lots of great things. People enjoy it. I guess that's the kind of like the heart of Alaska, where people, this is the kind of like the thing that people like to go see when they go over there. Look, Donnell says you got to do the helicopter, glacier, and dog sled. You know what, Donnell? Whenever I do decide to go over there, we'll maybe do it all together. Could you imagine all of us, you, me, and Jen on this helicopter ride? I could imagine. We will have a ball. We would have a ball. On this list, coming in at number 3, I was very surprised about this one, being that I came from Europe. But number 3 is Barcelona, Spain. I am like shocked that they have Barcelona as a number 3, because, I've been over there and there's so many beautiful places over there in Europe. But, Barcelona is amazing and beautiful on its own. So kudos to Barcelona, Spain for taking the number 3 with 4,449 votes. Now, a little bit I could tell you about Barcelona, because I actually been there. It's that if you're going to go there, you have to see La Sagrada Familia. This church is majestic on its own. And if you have not seen it, go check out my vlog. It's there. And it's just simply stunning. I will be honest with you. The vlog does not do justice for what this place is when you're actually there. I know that Donnell and Jen has been to this church themselves, and they can probably vouch for what I'm saying. There is like, I don't think that there's a camera or a video that you can say, when you see this, it is exactly as what I saw. No, because let me tell you, that place is just stunning. It's very touchy. When you go in there, like you feel like this whole entire like peace inside of this church. It's just incredible. And if you want to check it out, I do have that blog out there. The streets of Barcelona is kind of like a little bit like kind of like United States, because around the church, they have like Five Guys, they have a McDonald's, they have all the American chains there. Even across the street, they even have a KFC in the corner. So they have a lot of, it's very Americanized, that area. So it's like a lot of places to see. I didn't go further than that because that day when we were there, we got there just to see the church, and then we got a flight. We hopped on a flight to Paris, but I will be going back over there eventually. And I'm looking forward to spending a couple of days because I know that the person that built the church also has a house there, and I would like to go see it. So, but let me tell you guys, it is the most stunning piece of, you can say, art and church that you will ever see in your entire life. And it just blows my mind to know that it's still in construction. I think it still has another 30 years. This thing has been in construction for 200 years plus. It's just crazy to know that the mentality of this gentleman to have that vision, it's just beyond something that it's just something that you got to see for yourself. So that is Barcelona for you guys. And coming in at number 2, it's Skagway, Alaska. And this one, they had 4,457 votes. Like I said, I've never been to Alaska, not sure what to look for in Skagway, but if you guys have been, just put it in the comments so that way people that have never been like me, maybe we could learn something new from you guys today. All that I know is in Alaska is so pretty. It's nice to go visit like the whales and the bears and all the eagles going around. But guys, I have heard, because I actually not only heard it, but I also read a little bit about it, that there's different times of the year where you see a little bit more like whales than other months. So if you're going to Alaska, or maybe you don't know this, the Alaska season starts in May and ends in September, or sometimes it ends the beginning of October, like the first week. But that's the only season for Alaska. After that, you got to wait for the following year to be able to go back to Alaska. But I have heard that at the, towards June and July is where the whale season is more active than the other months. So if you're going ever to Alaska, make sure you research that, if depending on what is it that you want to see. So that way, you're prepared and you'll be able to enjoy really what you want to go check out. So coming in at number 1, it's one of my favorite ports of call, which is Curacao. I don't know how many of you guys have been to Curacao, but I love going to Curacao because not only the people that live there, the local people, are amazing, but I don't know if you know that Curacao, when I first started going to Curacao, they had about 75 nationalities. Last time that I went to Curacao, I asked, and they have 132. So they have 132 different nationalities living in Curacao today. They speak Dutch, English, French, and Spanish, and amongst probably other types of languages out there in Curacao. It is very safe to walk around. It is one of those ports where you go and you don't feel the people hassling after you to buy something. They're really like chill and laid back people. And that's one of the things that I really enjoy about Curacao. Is very chill, very relaxed, super beautiful. If you've never been there, they actually have like a little fort area where you can go, and they have like little shops inside of the fort. But they also have this really cool, how would you call it? Oh my God, like a bridge. They have a moving bridge, and you can be on the bridge crossing to go into the downtown area. And if there's a boat or something coming along, the bridge you'll stay in the bridge, and the bridge just moves all the way to the side, lets the boat come in, and then you move right back, and then you continue to do your thing. Welcome in, Miss Katie. Hello, welcome back. But that's one of the coolest things that are in Curacao. I remember when I went there with my family. I think my mom was with us that time. We were on the moving bridge, and the MSC Explorer, I think it is, came in. I didn't even know that was weirdly so that I'm a travel advisor, but I was new at the time. I didn't know that MSC had a smaller ships, the Explorer, which I know now, and they're simply stunning. And one of these days, I'm going to check out the Explorer because I was actually thinking about that today. I said I need to get in one of those ships. But the first one I saw was on in Curacao, and they came into that area, and we were able to see it. And it was nice because we were on the little bridge and you see the Explorer coming around. Weirdly, so I wasn't even a vlogger by that time. I think that would have been a great vlog to have actually taken all of that in. And it was really cool to see in Curacao. They actually have a McDonald's there in downtown. If you just want to maybe check out Curacao McDonald's, they actually do have one there, and you can check it out. And they have like people having music. They even have these hearts that you can bring a lock and make a wish, and then you throw away the key in the water and all of that. So it's really, really, really nice to go. It's a very nice place to go see and check out. It's very easy to maneuver from once you get off the ship to where the downtown area is, walking distance. You really don't need like an excursion, to be honest, unless you want to like go and swim with the turtles and different things like that. Because I've actually gone to Curacao to swim with the turtles. So if that's something that you are interested in, definitely do it, because I had a great, amazing time swimming with turtles, and they were huge, and it was so many of them. So it was in the ocean. It was not in a pool or anything like that. It was actually in the ocean. It's open water, and the turtles would just come in and go, and it was really, really nice. They already have neat markets. Yeah, they actually do have really neat markets there in Curacao as well. Um, Look at Harlan. Don't want to go to a foreign country to eat McDonald's. You know what, Harlan? I do agree with you, but you'll be surprised how many people go there when they're on a vacation. It's just crazy. I don't like McDonald's. I'm too fancy. Oh my God. I know, Danielle. Explorer. We gotta check. We gotta check it out because it's really nice. Explorer is really, really nice. So yeah, so that was one. Now for honorable mention, they have here Bermuda. Bermuda came in at 4,380. They were number 11. So they actually did a honorable mention for the Royal Naval Dockyard in Bermuda. Not sure how many of you guys have been to Bermuda, but yeah, Bermuda is amazing. It's super pretty, super clean. On the expensive side, guys. Don't get me wrong, because Bermuda is a little bit expensive. If you guys have been, you know that by now. I always tell everybody, because I have some customers that, you know what, I want to go visit Bermuda. I want to stay there for 7 days. And when they look at the price to stay there in a cruise to take you there, they always opt out for the cruise because you have a better deal on a cruise. Because to Bermuda is a little bit different. You have either a 2 or 3 night stay over in Bermuda versus you just stop there the one day and then you continue to another port, because Bermuda is in the middle of nowhere in the ocean. So they stay there for a couple of days. If you guys didn't know that, then that's new information for you guys. But Bermuda is an amazing place to go and visit. It's one of the cool things because actually the Queen Elizabeth has an actual home in Bermuda, and you can actually do an excursion that takes you to all the places that she actually visited. They even have a perfume store for the Queen. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think the actual street is Queen something is the street. And the perfume is so good. It smells so pretty. And they have in the downtown area, they have like a little, I don't know if it's like kind of like a church or something there. And they have the people dressed as back in the time, and they have the Queen Elizabeth where she goes there. You can sign a book and all that stuff. So it's really nice. If you have not been to Bermuda, I do suggest try it at least one time. You're not going to be disappointed. You're going to love it. It is super clean. Just to keep an eye. They only have a KFC over there. The one KFC. They don't have McDonald's used to be there. They have to pull out because it was just too expensive. People wouldn't go as much to McDonald's, but the KFC has survived. So just letting you guys know. I do apologize if you hear my granddaughter. She just walked in. So I do apologize for that. Let me see. We went to Hall on Okay, so you went on Holland on the Vendam once, and we spent an extra day there. Yeah, Holland American is nice for Bermuda. NCO has the longest stay in Bermuda. Okay. See, you got the people that have been there. That perfumery isn't good as it used to be. I did hear that, Harlan. You're absolutely right, because I heard that it was really nice back then, but it has changed throughout time. So I do agree with you. I have heard the same thing. We checked it out. Like I said, I checked it out back when I went to Bermuda. We went there in 2018. So it was 2 years before the situation happened. And yeah, it was really nice back then. But I did hear that there was, a lot of changes and different things like that. So we passed by the Queen Elizabeth home. We did hear that from the driver that was doing the excursion. He did say that for every home that you purchase over there, you only allow one vehicle, and then you allow however many little mopeds or twizzies, as they call it over there, but you only allow one vehicle per household. They don't pay for water, so that's kind of cool over there in Bermuda. So keep that in mind if that's something that maybe you are interested in probably going. Now we're going to switch it a little bit, and we're going to talk about some of the private islands on this Member Choice Award. These are the private destinations. They were top 9. So we're going to start from the bottom up, and let's check the private destinations. For all of these different cruise lines, they have all these different destinations out there. Starting at number 9, Great Stirrup Cay, which belongs to NCL. As you guys know, Great Stirrup Cay is a great private island. New Region is they just actually opened a brand new dock, because they're like, okay, wait a minute. If across the street, we got these people with the perfect day situation, and they have a dock that they can dock 2 ships, we got to do the same. So now they actually have an actual port. There's no more tendering on their private island, and they're actually updating their private island. So if you guys did not know that, and you didn't want to do the tender, or maybe you have accessibility or anything like that, then maybe Great Stirrup Cay might work for you now, because you don't need a tender anymore. Now you can get off and off the ship just like regular. So that one came in as number 9. Number 8 was Princess Cay. I've been a travel advisor, and I've been traveling before I was a travel advisor. And every time I try to go to this Princess Cay, something always happened that they always cancel it for me. I tried it 2 times, and 2 times were canceled. You can either go to Princess Cay on a Princess cruise or on a Carnival cruise. And so I've never been there. Not sure how many of you guys have been to Princess Cay. If you have, put it down in the comments so that everybody can know. Rootless Native Catamaran is amazing tour in Bermuda. I thought that you were, when I read it, I'm like, what? But that's the name of the company. That is really cool. I love it. I love it. So coming in at number 7, we have Harvest Cay, which is in Belize. This private island actually belongs to New Region Cruise Lines. I've never been to Harvest Cay. I have been to Belize. Actually went to Belize one time, but it was on a celebrity cruise and not on a New Region Cruise Line. So I've never been to Harvest Cay, but if you have, put it in the comments. Number 6 came in as what they call Relax Away Half Moon Cay, Bahamas. This is a Carnival and a Holland America private island. So these are the only ships that you will see at Half Moon Cay. Now, the last time that I went on a Half Moon Cay, I was on a Holland America ship, and they actually upgraded that private island. They actually put a lot of different pavements. So now you have more pavement when you can actually walk a little bit better to the different places. So kudos to them for doing that. I think they have a really good private island. They have a lot of really cool games that they involve all their, the customers that are coming in there and everybody to have a great time. So that came in at number 6. Now this one, guys, I don't know. I don't even know why it made it to number 5, because to be quite honest, we haven't been sailing to this private island because of situations that have been having there, which is Labadee, Haiti. I don't know. Maybe a lot of people liked it. This was the 2025 Members Choice Award. And I'm not sure what people actually, but I guess people like it enough. People that went actually there. I went there. I wasn't too thrilled with the Labadee, Haiti. It's nice. The only thing that I enjoy, because I like adventure, is I did the dragon's breath, and that was that zip line that you take from the mountain that goes over the water. That was amazing. That was really cool. So we did that in Labadee, Haiti. But I really don't know why that one. I would have thought that maybe that one would have been on the lower end. But people really like it. So kudos to Labadee, Haiti. I'm hoping that they can open it soon for you guys. Then number 4, the Beach Club at Bimini, Bahamas. I've never been to the beach club because I've never been on a Virgin Voyage. But if you've been on a Virgin Voyage, because this belongs to them, then let me know what you thought about the beach club. Now, I've seen a lot of beach club vlogs, and there's a lot of fun in the beach club Bimini. So maybe that's the reason why it became number 4. Now, number 3. I know that Samara's like, wait a minute, I haven't heard of mine. Where is mine? I know that Disney has to be somewhere in there. But number 3 is not Disney, guys. It's actually Ocean Cay MSC Marine Reserve, Bahamas. This Ocean Cay belongs to MSC Cruises. And for those of you that don't know, they're actually building a second right next to them in another private island right next to them. And last time I heard, I think it's for the yacht club people. So if you're a yacht club people and you might enjoy the yacht club, eventually you'll have your own private island. Can you believe it? But Ocean Cay, I actually visited Ocean Cay when I went on World America. Very nice island, super clean, very nice. And they're actually putting more stuff on this MSC Ocean Cay. What I really like, they actually have a marine reserve area there, and they have all sorts of really cool things there happening. So kudos to MSC for taking care of our oceans. Now, coming in at number 2. No, Samara, this ain't for you yet. Perfect Day at Coco Cay, Bahamas. This is a Royal Caribbean and a celebrity cruise stop. Can you believe it? Number 2. Crazy. Perfect Day right now has all sorts of really cool, like the Hideaway Beach. They got the coconut, something over there going on. They have the ball that you go up, just like if it was Disney Springs. They have really cool water pools, great, amazing food over at Perfect Day at Coco Cay. Maybe next year we probably see the Royal Beach Club here on this Choice Award. And coming in at number 1, let me see if you guys can take a guess real quick as to who would it be that is number 1. Let's see who would be number 1, because I'm with you. I couldn't believe, Donnell, that Perfect Day was number 2. But when I saw number 1, I was like, what? You got it, Donnell. Castaway Cay is the number 1 Disney cruise line, took the number 1 votes. They have 4,513 votes for Castaway Cay in the Bahamas. Forget about the lookout point at Loud House, who knows what, that is a half-mile long. That one didn't even make the cut. Castaway did. And I could see why. I actually been to Castaway, great private island. I even did the 3-mile run there in Castaway Cay back in the time when I was a little bit more fit and I was actually into a lot of like jogging and all of that. I had to get back into that kind of stuff because I really enjoyed it. And I actually have the little lanyard thing that they give you and all of that cool stuff. But yeah, Castaway Cay is our number 1. Crazy to know, that those are the top either ports of calls or private islands. So Look at Samara. I can see Samara with a yes, yes, we won. But yeah, Donnell, it's a very nice Castaway is a very nice place to go. It's really nice because the beach is beautiful. I'm not gonna lie to you. The quality of food is really good on there, and they have a lot of different venues. They even have an adult side. If you guys didn't know about Castaway, you do have to sometimes take a bike and go to the adult side and eat over there and all of that cool stuff. But yeah, it's a lot of really cool things happening in Castaway Cay for those of you that don't know. But of course, it comes with the Disney price. So people like Samara, that's where she goes every year in November and December. Keep an eye on her. She'll tell you. She'll tell you where she's been. Right, right, Samara. Samara, I don't know if Samara been to Samara. Have you been to Lookout Point at Loud House, whatever you call it that it is? It's just crazy. Let me see. Okay, so I'm just looking to see where we're going tomorrow because I never write these down, but I think is tomorrow, guys, on Across the Wave. We're gonna be going to Port of Limon, which is closer to the Panama. So that's where we're going tomorrow. But yeah, guys, hopefully you enjoy all the different ports of calls and the islands rated by you guys, the cruisers out there. Maybe next time, keep an eye on the Cruise Choice Awards, and maybe you could be a part of that and vote. We actually vote for it every year. We actually vote for them, and then we get the list. And I thought it was kind of like a really cool thing to actually be able to bring to you guys and and kind of like talk about it, because a lot of people don't talk about these subjects. Let me know if there's something that you want me to bring to the table so that you guys can get more information. I know that soon here we're going to be talking about, let's see, I think we're going to be talking about specialty dining next week. Guys, real quick, this Friday, I'm going to be traveling on a cruise. We got invited through Margaritaville. So Margaritaville invited us to come along. They gave us an ocean view cabin. So thank you so much, Margaritaville, for that. And we're going to be traveling there this Friday. And I don't know how many of you guys have questions about Margaritaville or need some information. Please let me know what information you would like to see. I will be vlogging. I know that there's a lot of, different vlogs out there, but I always do it just to put it in the channel, bring it to you guys. And let me know if there's something specific you want to know. I will try to go live from the cruise. I have not purchased the Wi-Fi because they don't have anything online to purchase the Wi-Fi. So I think I have to do it when I get on board. Hopefully the Wi-Fi permits. That's why I'm not going to promise anything, because I've really never been here. So I don't know how their Wi-Fi is. But if I do get some Wi-Fi, I will be coming live and doing a live tour for you guys. I would see if they can let me see a suite. I don't know if it's sold out completely, Donnell, but I can check. And I can check with them to see if they let me see some of their suites and things like that, and see what they say. But yeah, I'm going to try to do a live stream. I will be doing a vlog. I'm going to do a ship tour vlog and see what else we get into. We're going, this time I'm going to get, actually getting to see a new port, which is the port of, oh my God, I talked about it last week. It's Cozumel and another port. Now I forgot what the other port is. Lord Jesus, help me. I know that the port is 4 miles long. I would never forget that. But oh my God, I forgot what the port name is. Hold on. Now you guys got me thinking. Hold on. Let me look it up real quick if you guys don't mind. Hold on a second. You know me. I can never get it together when it comes to these ports. Margaritaville. Let's see. We are going, of course, this doesn't want to open. I think is Progreso. There we go. The port of Progreso. Lord help me. Thank you, Miss Katie. It's 4 miles long. It is a new port that I'm going to be adding to my port list of places that I have been. And I'm not looking forward to the 4 mile long. They do say that they have a shuttle, so we're going to take a shuttle. We don't have any excursions for neither Cozumel or Progreso. Now, I do have a friend of mine that is going to do us a favor here at Travel Adventures, and on Cozumel Day, and I'm gonna bring that to you guys on Cozumel Day. And he has a drone, and once before the ship leaves, he's gonna we already know a place where we're gonna meet. Well, he's not gonna meet with me because I'm gonna be on the ship, but he's gonna have the drone there, and then he's gonna shoot a whole video of us on the ship and then the whole ship for you guys. So Mike is the one helping me with that. So hopefully that will get done and I can bring that to you guys. So I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be super cool to do and super fun to bring out to the community. So yeah, Samara, did you hear about the broken windows on the Enchantment of the Sea from Tampa? No, what happened to the broken windows? I haven't heard anything from Enchantment. Oh my God, that's crazy. Were you on a train choo-choo? What train choo-choo? Samara, I love you, girl. Enchantment of the Sea is it's not Disney. It's not Disney. It's Enchantment of the Sea is royal. Yeah, how did the windows break? How many days is your cruise? It's only 5 days, Miss Katie. It's from Friday to Wednesday. And I'm going to be leaving from my home port of Tampa. So it's like a hop, skip, and a jump. I'm actually leaving here at 12, and I should be at the port, God permitting, nothing happened, by 12:15. It's only like a 15, 20-minute drive. My son will be dropping me off, so I don't have to leave my car there. So he'll just drop me off and keep going, and I'll just swing all the way to the port. And yep, here we go, Margaritaville. So it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I've never been. I've heard good and bad and ugly. So we might have a good, bad, and the ugly, right? Show about that. But I'm looking forward to checking it out, spending time with the family. My husband is going with me and my daughter and her fiance. So we're all going to go. We're going to check it out. We really don't know what to expect. We've never been on Margaritaville. So it's all like new to us. We did not get any excursion because we've been to Cozumel. We've never been to Progreso. So we're the kind of people that whenever we're in a new port, we like to go check out the port. So that's what we're going to be doing, checking out the port. It is. I agree with you, Miss Caddy. It is what we make it. And I'm hoping it's going to be a lot of fun regardless. I always find fun on cruises, more than I find negative. I'm just going there to enjoy, to work, and to see all the Margaritaville things that needs to be seen. And I'm actually excited because this is kind of like a Costa cruise. So it's kind of like nice to do, to feel what the Costa vibe is, which is kind of like a carnival if you think about it. No different than the Horizon, the Panorama, or the Vista class. So it's going to be nice to see. What's going to be weird that I'm trying to mentally prepare is that it's probably going to have that carnival feel, but Margaritaville kind of thing. So that's the only thing that I can see. I'm looking forward to because I've never been. So I'm looking forward to see what the vibes is going to be. No reserved dining. They sit you any table at night. You might have to wait for a time. I don't know, to be a Harlan. I really don't know because weirdly so, we did the check-in and the check-in is very weird. I'm not going to lie to you guys. They didn't even ask for much information on the check-in. We just got our luggage tags because they email you the luggage tags and your boarding pass, but there was no place to buy Wi-Fi or a drink package. They do have a place to buy specialty dining, and I'm thinking Martine and I were talking about it. We think we're going to try their steakhouse. We've heard that they have really good reviews there, so we might be checking that out. And if we do, we'll bring it out to you guys and see. It all depends because we haven't made the reservation. So I don't know if you do the reservation there. I did see some online, but it wasn't working properly when I was trying to purchase them. So we're going to wait it out and see if it happens over there. They have a steakhouse, but there is a charge. Yeah, I think the charge for the steakhouse is $66 per person. And guess what, guys? I was watching Tony from La Di La Loca today, and he said that as of February 1st, because I have a free cabin. My free cabin didn't came with no gratuities. They didn't ask me to pay the gratuities, only the port taxes and fees, right? That's all that I paid. And $22 per day for gratuities. Like, what is wrong with these people? I'm like, are you kidding me? So I'm gonna have to, since we're gonna be there, what, 5 days? So that's $110. It's what the gratuities for 5 days is gonna cost us to go on the ship. So technically, 220 between Martine and I. I don't know, Donnell. I really don't know why the specialty dining is so much. Not sure, but I just found out through Tony that the gratuities is $22. That's insane, because and you can even, and it's not like if I'm going to do it, but you can even retrieve them back and give whatever gratuity you want. It's a set gratuity. You can't remove it. So $220 we're going to have to pay in gratuities alone. I don't have a problem paying gratuities, but I think that's steep for gratuities, because everybody else is what, 16, 18? So you're looking at like $4, $4 or $5 more than any place else right now. Even though the Carnival just upped their gratuity another $1. If you guys didn't know that. So if you have a Carnival cruise and you have not paid your gratuities, I suggest you go do it, because it's going to be cheaper. Is it true Don Terrace just did a video on it? On what is it? On gratuities, or a video on what, Harlan? Yeah, it's ridiculous, Donnell. See, Disney is 16. That's what I thought. I said, I have no problems paying gratuities, but 22 is a little steep. And it's kind of upsetting, because if you wanted to remove them and actually pay your own gratuities to whoever is the people that are going to serve you, you can't even do that either. It's a set price, and that's it. You can't even take it out. You can't do anything about it, which it is what it is. We're going to have to pay them no matter what. But it would have been nice if we would have been able to pay them ahead before they did their change, because there was no place. They didn't even ask for that information. So, yep. We're going to have to pay gratuities. Let me double check, but I didn't see them added on my thing. No, they're not added on there. It's just, they didn't even put it. So I haven't even told, maybe Martin is just finding out right now. He must be like, what? But we'll pay them. It's okay. They do their job, and we love our crew members, and they do an amazing job. So, it is what it is. It's my first time. I always have paid my gratuities everywhere I go. I suggest everybody do the same. And I always leave a little bit extra. But this time, you already taking the little bit extra. So it's going to be what it is, $22. That's all you're going to get. The world is like that now. I'm telling you, I don't get a normal cruise. I don't go on a normal cruise. Your tip serves if you don't get the same survey you can explain. Yeah, but not on here. According to the information, they're like, it's going to be added, and that's it. It is what it is. There, you don't have a way out of that one. But it's okay. They, like I said, they work very hard, and I'm sure they're going to be amazing, crew members and all of that. So like I said, I always pay them, so it doesn't bother me. It's just that, paying $22 is quite a bit. And now, we usually leave like a little bit more. So we'll see. We'll probably leave a little bit more no matter what on there. They must use the tip part of the compensation. Yeah. We don't know how much they get paid. So I don't know if they're using that, like to actually pay them. I don't know. We don't know what these people get paid, on itself. But before I let you go, I'm going to show you guys this just in case you guys are interested. I have a few cabins still left. So here we go.
Good afternoon, everybody. We've got an exciting group cruise announcement for you. This time around, it's going to be a very special occasion, as we have managed to get an invite to the inaugural sailing of the one and only MSC World Atlantic. This time around, we'll be sailing out from Port Canaveral in Orlando, Florida on November 13th, 2027. From there, the ship will be docking at Nassau in the Bahamas on the 14th and MSC's private Ocean Cay Marine Reserve on the 15th. After that, there'll be a relaxing day at sea where you can be one of the first people to explore this lovely new ship. On the 17th, they'll be docking in Cozumel, Mexico, followed by Costa Maya in Mexico on the 18th. From there, a single day at sea will be taking you back to Orlando to conclude the inaugural sailing. Be sure to book your cabins quick, as inaugurals like this tend to sell out really fast. You can contact us at jagonzalez@expediacruises.com or call us directly at 813-608-2935. We hope to see you on board with us.
Well, there you guys have it. I do still have some cabins left. If you're interested on maybe getting a cabin, let me know, because I think I might have to contact MSC to add more cabins into the group. I cannot wait for this. Me and Jen and even Ellen and Vicky. I know, I can't wait. I have a lot of people coming on this one. I'm really looking forward to our trip together. It's going to be super amazing. And not only that, we're going to inaugurate a brand new ship. And for those of you that have never done something like that, we have a really good price right now. So keep that in mind. The price that you just saw, even if you go on my Facebook, is not per person. It is for two people. So $2,008 for an interior cabin if you want to go interior. The most expensive cabin I have is about $2,900, and that's a balcony cabin, an ocean view balcony cabin for two passengers. And if you want to do an infinite ocean view, you're looking at about $2,600 for two people. And that comes with the port taxes and fees, no gratuities, no travel protection. I don't know if Steph is coming on this one. Donnell, I'm trying to see if she's going to do it or not. But I know that I just have a list. I have a lot. I know that you, Jen, Ellen, Vicky, let me see. I have a lot of people that are coming on this World Atlantic. I have a cabin. My family, I'm bringing my whole family with me. I have some people that have contacted me from Facebook that are coming on this. Let me see if anybody else that we know. I have like a family. She's been a client of mine. Like a whole bunch of her family members are coming on here as well. So so far I have like about 40 something. So the cabins are selling fairly quickly. I think I have another lady that just called me that she's interested because when they go on MSC, the price have gone up by about $300 already. So just keep that in mind. So a lot of people are buying because they're seeing it on the Facebook or on TikTok. I have it everywhere. And some people are just calling me just to book because it's a better price than what you see out there. Yeah, I'll let Steph know that you say hello, Donnell. And yeah, but she's at home right now, probably bundled up. Who knows what she's doing right now. Well, guys, with that being said, this is the end of our show. I don't want to keep you guys more than I need to. And I'm super thankful for you guys for being here. I love you guys all to the moon and back. Please stay safe. May God bless each and every one of you guys. And hasta mañana on Across the Wave, Port of Limon at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll see you later. Toodaloo, guys. Toodles. Bye-bye. Love you guys.